I had an idea that, hey, wouldn't it be great if for Military Appreciation Month, we did some sort of fundraiser? Here's a social media concept that I have, which was break the bank. And I said, would guaranteed rate potentially match? Is this something we could do? I sent it to our CEO, Victor. Within 20 minutes, I got an email back. Hell yes.
More of that. The power of all of us, which I obviously talk a lot about on my socials. Now, not that you need any qualifying, but as the top VA lender in the country, you've closed over 500 units in the last 14 months or so, well over 200 million in such a challenging market. Why do you think you have so much success communicating directly to the consumer?
I'm very blunt and I'm super transparent. So, and you know this, I'm education first. I'm never going to mess around, and I do not BS at all. So I think that people want honesty and they don't want to be sold. I think that's, how I have people attracted to me.
In one of your most recent posts on YouTube that we're going to listen to, you said to consumers, any consumer watching, what are some of the signs you're dealing with a scuzz bucket lender? Well, let's take a listen.
What does a mortgage lender actually do? Let me be very frank here. Some mortgage lenders do not do what they're supposed to do. So this video is really to tell you what a mortgage lender is supposed to do, so that if you're working with someone who's not doing that, you leave them. Or if you're going to become a mortgage lender, you do it the right way. Or if you're a real estate agent and you're like, oh gosh, I refer all my business to Paul, he does none of that. You stop. Because here's the thing, it's really simple. A mortgage lender's job is to get the loan for the buyer. It's also our job to make sure that the buyer understands the financial situation that we're putting them into. That is the part that most lenders do not do.
So very pointed. You definitely hold back no punches. And most of your videos are like this. Most of your videos are talking directly to the consumer, helping them avoid various pitfalls in the lending process. When did you sort of start to advocate for consumers in this kind of way and see the traction that you see?
My whole journey has been based on this, because when I first bought a house 100 years ago, I was house poor. This was before I was in the mortgage industry. So even before social media, everything's been based on making sure that bad stuff doesn't happen.
What's like the biggest pitfall right now, if I have to put you on the spot, that you think consumers need to be watching out for?
Sleazy lenders, the stuff I'm seeing is nuts, like every single day. And this isn't just VA. I'll talk to a buyer. Okay, yeah, they have you locked. Okay, what rate do they have you locked at? Oh, I'm locked at XYZ. Well, are you paying any points? No, they said no lender fees. Can I see the loan estimate? Points, like so many points, 2 points, 3 points. There's lenders quoting right now rates, and they are not talking about the cost associated with that rate. That is what I see as one of the biggest issues right now. And it's because, look, lenders are scared to talk about points, or they're scared to talk about what their rates really are, because so many are just holding on for dear life that they would rather just see if the consumer figures it out in the loan estimate.
So what message do you have out there for folks about social media and sort of where you feel like the market is now and where it's headed?
I think that social media is really good if you have a purpose. I think if you're going to go on social media and you're going to try to film like 1 or 2 videos and you're just going to sell, just don't even do that. But if you've been in the industry, if there's something you want to change, if there's information you want to get out, if you're dedicated and you're willing to put in the energy, effort, and work, it's a game changer.
The NAR settlement, this is something that you're already seeing some changes. Obviously in August, mid-August or so, the buyer's agents are going to get paid by the buyers. It's a fundamental change. And you're already seeing sort of a shift in some concerns that I'd like you to highlight.
The one thing that I think is an unintentional outcome that I'm starting to see that worries me is the buyer's agreement is being signed so much earlier on now. Certain states, it's a requirement. Other states, they used to never have a buyer's agreement signed, but now agents are really pushing these. And what I find worrying is that buyers are having these agreements pushed to them without being explained before they know if they even get along with the agent. And I'm already getting the stories of, Jen, I don't know what to do. I signed this agreement. I'm stuck with this person for 6 months. I don't like them. I think I'm just going to stop looking for a house. And that's something that really worries me.
So buyer beware. Don't go into a contract like that until what? You've been fully explained exactly what you're signing. Maybe you consult with a friend or an expert. What would be a couple of pieces of advice?
People need to be researching the people they're working with, whether it's the lender or the real estate agent. They need to be looking for, sales. How many sales? Zillow's really good at showing you that, how many sales they've closed in the last 12 months. They need to be looking at reviews. If the agent doesn't have any reviews, like, I would be hesitant signing something until I really see how they're going to perform.
What's the best way people can track you? I want everyone to follow you.
Oh, I mean, look, if you Google me, if you Google Jennifer Beeston, you will be attacked by everything I've ever done. YouTube's probably the place to go.
Yeah, well, it's great to spend some time with you doing this. You're incredible on camera. You're such a great advocator for our industry. I want more people to know about all the great work you're doing. So thanks for being on NFM TV. This was your big debut. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, see you later, Jennifer. Jennifer Beeston from Guaranteed Rate, an amazing person and producer. I'm Greg Scher from NFM TV. We'll see you again soon.